Hey guys, it's Carlos CDC, and today we have a Q&A. I haven't done one in 3 months, so I think I'm going to do one quarterly. Got my Diet Coke with me and a tumbler with ice. So let's get right to it. First question is by my buddy Tucker. It says Dream EDC, light, knife, and pen. Thank you, Tucker. That's a great question, man. And honestly, I'd like to know everybody's Dream EDC and if you currently have it too. So, Dream EDC, for me, I would love to someday own a Rask or a Norseman from the Grimsmo brothers. A light. I really like this flashlight that looks like a rocket. They're custom flashlights. I'll put a photo here. I'll Google it. I'll research it. So, knife, flashlight, and as a pen, I'd love to EDC a Mont Blanc, or a Mont Blanc Meisterstuck 149, or I would love to have a Visconti Homo Sapien. It's made out of volcano. It's cool. It's got like a nice clipped baller. So yeah, I'd like to have $1,000 pen to go with my $1,000 knife and my $1,000 flashlight. That would be like my dream EDC. And honestly, I wouldn't do much that day. Like if I'm balling that hard, I'm not working construction. So Brian, NY Blade EDC, has a YouTube channel. Tucker does as well. So he says, how many times a day do you pull out your knife out to use it versus fidget with it? My answer, it just depends on the day. I'm a construction worker. Lately, my EDC has been the Native Chief. It is not extremely fidgety, but I do fidget with it. I'd say I pull it out to fidget 20 to 30 times a day, and I probably use it 10, 15 times a day. Open a small package, sharpen a pencil, cut down a box, zip tie, hose, cut so many strange things with a knife. I really need something reliable, and that's why I spent good money on good tools, and that's how I got into the EDC knife world. But yeah, I fidget twice as much as I use it, if not more, even if it's not a fidgety knife. Okay, so it says, do you believe custom knives are worth the price tag? So I think it depends on piece. It's like a piece by piece take. Do I believe most that I see are worth what they are asking for? Yes. Most of the things I see on Instagram, etc., what they're asking for is probably worth it. A lot of these makers work a long hours. They spend a long time on their craft. Sorry guys, my mic was not plugged in. Dumbass. A maker spend a long time on their on doing their thing, and I haven't seen makers be like balling. You know, I haven't seen any makers driving Lamborghinis or Rolls Royce or anything like that. A lot of these makers don't even own their own like pieces that they want. They gotta keep turning them out and keep moving them. And so, do I believe they're worth the price tag? Most of the things I see, I say yes. Now, for the individual buying it, they're really buying a piece of art. They're really buying the maker, as they say. You know, that's the great quote. Like, you're not buying the knife, you're buying the maker. They're supporting an artist. Now, do makers consider themselves artists or not? I don't care if they do or not. When I see a well-made piece that you're really not using for its intended purposes, you're carrying around a piece of art. You know, like you could use a roller ball, but you know, I have a $100, you know, fountain pen. Like, yeah, it's something that I can use, but really, you're carrying art around. This is just a utilitarian tool. It's not art. It's just work. It's a workhorse. So when you're spending that kind of money, you're really buying prestige. You're buying art. You're buying the maker. So I say yes for the things I see. Now there's things out there that I don't see, and I don't see them, and I don't follow them because I don't believe in them. And so yeah, that took a long time to answer that one. I should hurry up. Brian says, preferred opening method and why. I like compression locks because they're strong, they're fidgety, and the PM2 is probably my go-to EDC when I'm not at work, but you can still take it to work. Alright. Stainless or tool steel and why? All of my knives, most of my knives are stainless. However, I have been craving or searching for carbon steels, not like M4 or X45, Crewwear, things that will patina and will rust, because not so much because S35 or S30V is not enough edge retention for me. I just want it for the aging part, for looks, for the patina. Stainless, oh, okay. Ribeye or T-bone, says Gunner ADC. I like ribeye. I think it's easier to get a good ribeye, and if you don't get a good T-bone, you're really upset. But that's a great question. Gunner ADC, favorite liqueur. I like tequila and mezcal. My go-to, however, if I'm just chilling with a cigar, I'll have rum. I know Appleton's rum is really good. That's what I would sip on. Cause tequila, you're really just taking shots. Favorite knife color combo. Currently, I like black and satin. It goes well with everything. You don't have to think about it too much. Right now, I EDC this. I know it's gonna go well with my EDC. Quick EDC check. I have fountain pen, Recife, Native Chief, Enigma Pocket Probe, and my trusty headphones. Tumbler, drinking some Diet Coke. S35VN or M390. These days I would go S35. All I have to sharpen my things is a Lansky system. If I had like a better sharpening system, then perhaps I would go something with M390. Last time I tried sharpening M390 with my Lansky, it was not a good day. It took a long time. I gave up before it got really sharp. But yeah, M390 excites me. M390 is obviously a better steel, and a lot of people tell me they don't have any trouble sharpening M390. So yeah, I recommend M390. I recommend S35. I'm an S35 guy, at least for right now, because I'm a simple, no nonsense, utilitarian type of guy right now. What's the dream knife? The dream knife right now, I think that the most expensive knife I want is still a Rask or a Norseman. Both of them would be great. I also like the Nirvana with a reground would be great. I'm not drooling too much on anything. I really wanted the Shaman and Crewwear. Couldn't get one. But yeah, a custom Shaman and Crewwear with micarta handles. Or a Norseman. Or a Nirvana. The Subbird looks really good. Alright, let's keep going. What are the Blade Brigade, my man Alex? How you doing, brother? What are the top 3 things you use your knives for? Sharpening pencils, opening packages at work, cutting down boxes. But the main thing I use knives for is taking pictures of them and showing them off on Instagram. Otherwise, I think, I'd be done having knives because I have like a knife for everything right now. So, EDC 11, are you full time into pens now? You're making me want a new pen. No, recently I got a bunch of pens though. I got 3, Recifes. I got a Stylo Chap from France. This one has a 14 karat gold nib. And I've been EDCing a Kaweco Sport. This is very popular. I think it's like $30. I have it with a medium nib. But I'm not full into pens. I have been drooling over pens more than knives lately. My channel is called Carlos EDC, both on Instagram and on YouTube, because I do like various things, not just knives. I'm also into like headphones. These are a couple $100. This is a Garmin. It's a running watch. So yeah, I like my day to go smoothly, and if I have the right tools, the right gear, it usually goes smoothly. So like same thing for like a tumbler. Like if you're hydrated, you got something good on you, then you're good to go. Quick tumbler check: 40 ounce with a Knife Addicts Anonymous sticker and the company I work for. This one has a straw, 40 ounce, good to go. Stay hydrated. If you could make a full custom knife, how would it look? Size, materials, opening method. So if I could design a knife, it would be something Spyderco would make. Something Spyderco looking. So it would be something like a Python. So that something like a Python, but with a less sheep's footy. Like I want a little bit more pointy on the Python. I would like for it to actually cut, perhaps something with this type of stock, and this type of cutting ability, this size. But it would be a titanium. What do you call it? Titanium. So it would definitely be an integral titanium, but I would have a more useful blade on it, a pointier. I apologize for the dirty knife. I cut a torta right now with some salsa on it. So it would be an integral, something like the Python handle, but something more useful on the blade end, not so thick. Because I would like for it to be a user. So I would have titanium. As for the cutting material, the blade, I would have something with some carbon because I do want it to age a little bit. Perhaps Rex 45 would be cool. And the opening hole, I would have a hole. I just like the hole. And yeah, so it would be a frame lock. Let's see. Let me look at the question again. If you could make a full custom knife, how would it look? So it would look like a Python had babies with a native chief. The size, it would be big, 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 big. Let's see how big is the. I think it's 9 inches on the native chief. 9 1/4. So this is 9 1/4. So it would be a Python 9 1/4 inches with this type of blade, a more useful blade. And I don't like this finger choily thingy so much because it interferes with some cuts. Not really, but it does. So the finger choil would be like full on right here. So it would go right to the blade, and it would probably a little bit taller than this. And yeah, I'm gonna draw it out. Drawing's right here. That probably took a long time. Please like and subscribe if you haven't. That drawing probably took me a long time. Probably. An opening method, obviously, it would be a hole. And yeah, frame lock. Gunner EC, titanium or aluminum? Titanium, all the way. Hands down, titanium. Titanium. Fruit Loops or tricks? Fruit Loops. Fruit Loops, all the way. What's the dream knife? I just talked about it. Apparently, I would like an integral flame lock flipper that looks like a Python had sex with the native chief. What are the top 3 things you use knives for? Boxes, photos, and fidgeting. Are you full-time independent now? No, I'm not. If you could make a full-on cut, I already did that. Ever think about jumping into the mid-tech custom knife world? I don't. I like things that I can review. I like things that I can use. I like things that other people could use. I like recommending things to people. So customs and mid-tech things did not appeal to me. But now that I said the whole. I might have Peter Vicente when I win the lottery. I might have Peter Vicente make what I just described and just give him a shit ton of money. But like, here, make what I just said. Make it happen. That was Carlos EDC. Thank you for watching. Thank you for the madness. Appreciate you. Comment down below. Just say hi or something. And yeah, subscribe. See you guys, the next video. I will do a Q&A 3 months from now. Right now it's June. Let's say it's July. By the time I post this, so August, September, November. Anywho, I'll see you guys later.